Hey guys! Sorry I did not post a video yesterday. I was making sure that I have all the right information for you all, so I'm getting the thing that you're supposed to know for these next couple of weeks right. So actually it's been extended. If you did not know, our superintendent did release a statement this morning saying that we will be remotely teaching and you'll be remotely learning from home until further notice. So if you have not received that message, that has been released this morning, which basically means that we don't know if we will be returning to schools anytime soon. So definitely past April 3rd, but we're not sure when we'll come back, if we do come back this year. So definitely hurts my heart. I know I look forward to seeing you guys every day. Hopefully you look forward to seeing me and your friends and people at school every day, but we are going to continue quarantining, staying home, making sure that we're washing our hands, we're not going places we don't need to go, and just doing that social distancing thing that we're supposed to be doing right now to make all of this kind of go away, or at least be confined. So what that means is we are going to continue doing these videos. We're going to keep doing us. We're going to keep doing the thing. And I'm going to continue teaching you through these YouTube videos, and that's just what we'll do. So luckily we already started, so that kind of makes my job and your job a little easier. But I wanted to get some information out to you first about how you need to log back into, I burp during these videos and I don't know why. How you need to log on to your Chromebooks and get your password reset and things like that. And then I'm also going to be giving you some information about my class. And then we're just going to finish with a really small activity today that you can post on our Google Classroom, which I'll explain to you later. So with all of that being said, I know I say that a lot. I say that like a lot. Okay. Hi, Lucius. She's not supposed to be. Can you see her little ears? Hi, mamas. Okay, out of the kitchen. Go. I'm in the kitchen today because our classroom, which is also my living room, is also my gym. So it's a little all over the place today. So I'm in the kitchen today. Okay, so first things first, if you have not already logged on and changed your password for your account, you need to do that. Here's how you do that. Step 1. All right, you are going to go to fortworthisd.org/student passwords, and it'll give you a step-by-step on how you change your password. If you don't want to go there, you can also listen to me, and I'm going to tell you how to do it as well. You grab your mobile device, your phone. If you don't have a phone, use your parents' phone or use something other than your actual Chromebook, so it can be like an iPad. And you go to office.com, so microsoftoffice.com. You go to office.com where the emails come in, and that's where you'll reset your password, okay? When you reset your password, you're going to create a temporary password. Your temporary password needs to have the first 2 letters of your first name, okay? The first 2 letters of your last name, and then the last 4 digits of your ID number. So mine would look like CERO, and then my pretend ID number would be 000, okay, 0. So all of this is lowercase. Once you create that temporary password, you plug that in, and it'll ask you to make a new password. You'll make your new password, that is your password that you will use, and that should reset it. If it does not reset it, or for some reason you are still having trouble, there is a number that you can call. Hi, honey. Mr. Fiance is over there. Oh. There is a number that you can... Did you not get my text? Whatever, he didn't get my text message. There is a number that you can call that is open. You might not get through right away. It might tell you that the number you've reached is busy. Please call again. Keep calling that number. It's going to take a while. It took me a while, even as a teacher, to get through, and that's because there's not very many people working the phones, considering we're all at home and things like that. So that number to call if you cannot get in or you're struggling with your password is 817-814-8378. Okay? You can call, your parents can call, whoever can call and they can help reset your password. It's really easy. It takes like 5 seconds. So keep calling if you don't get through the first time or the second time or the 10th time or the 20th time. Just remember there's lots of people trying to call and get help on that, so it might take a while. So you're going to have to be patient, okay? So there is that. Second thing, my class, the way that my class is going to go for the rest of this school year or time that we're in this situation is I'm going to continue posting YouTube videos that are going to be 10, 15, 20 minutes long, the longest. I'm trying to keep them under 20 minutes. You watch the video, you do whatever activity I told you to do. It's probably going to be something around writing, probably something around discussion. You know, I love writing, you know, I love discussing things. And you will have to post some proof, whatever that proof is that you did the assignment, and you can post that on our Google Classroom page. Now, my Google Classroom has already been set up. We know how to do Google Classroom. We've been doing it all school year long. So it shouldn't be difficult for you all to figure that out. I'll make a assignment. You just plug in your proof that you did that assignment through there. If you are someone who is struggling because you don't have internet access right now, maybe you just don't have a device or something like that, reach out to me. You can reach out through the comments. Anything that you need to do to get those things set up. There are resources available, especially if you don't have internet or maybe you're struggling with that. There are internet providers that are providing free internet for students who need internet to do their schoolwork. So I can get that information out to you. There's a whole thing of resources at your disposal. So really, that part's not an excuse. Now, what could be an excuse, and I would understand, is there may be a lot of you who are watching younger siblings right now and you don't have a lot of time to dedicate to schoolwork. I get that, all right? My thing is that these are really short videos. The activities aren't very extensive. If you can just find some time to complete a few of these throughout the week, you'll be in pretty good shape, all right? If you're doing absolutely nothing each week, every week, we're gonna have some problems. So this is kind of on you right now. Your learning is really on you. You know, I have rules in my classroom, and one of them is that you take responsibility for your own learning. And what that means is number one, don't cheat, right? We've talked about that. But a second thing is it also means that you have to make the effort. And right now it's really all in your hands. And I know that that's super duper hard, but this is part of growing up. This is part of being an adult. So I just really encourage you guys, like, just spend an hour a day, 2 hours a day, away from the video games, away from whatever, and just really honing in on growing your minds in whatever way that looks like, all right? And that's my goal for you all, is not necessarily that we're focusing on English 1 standards and English 1 ninth grade things, but that you're just exercising your mind and keeping it going over these next couple of weeks, okay? So Google Classroom, YouTube, that's really all. I do have other platforms set up for you guys just to keep us in communication with one another. One of those is I do have a Twitter page. It is Miss Rodriguez 203. And I also have an Instagram page, which is also Miss Rodriguez 203. Both of these are strictly for our classroom. They're not personal accounts. I'm just trying to keep you guys connected and communicating with one another, and especially with me. So if you want to follow those two things, that'll help you in the long run get the information that you need. It's also another way that you can send your proof of your assignments if you cannot, for some reason, get into Google Classroom for whatever reason, okay? So that's me. That's my class. Again, I don't know what your other teachers are doing. We're all just trying to figure this out together. We're definitely open to communicating with you or anything that it takes to make sure that this is going as smoothly as possible, but be patient with all of us, including myself. We've never done this before. This is uncharted territory, and we're really just rolling with the punches, okay? So there's that. Now, today's lesson, if you will, or assignment is not a huge thing. It's actually pretty small, but with finding out, you know, the news that we're not coming back to school until further notice, finding out now we are in a stay-at-home order for the entire Fort Worth County, Tarrant County, things like that. It can be very hard to kind of take that information and feel like there's purpose right now, right? It's hard to take in that and feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. But this is all temporary, right? We will get through this. This will eventually end. And a lot of people in the world, in order to get through things, they come up with what is called a mantra. Now, a mantra, and I wrote down the definition because I didn't want to mess this up. A mantra is a word or sound repeated to aid concentration and meditation. All right. Also, a statement or slogan repeated frequently. So it's something that you can say to yourself, right? When you are in this space of just like super negativity, when you're in a space where you're feeling like nothing is going your way, maybe you're really down and out, you just feel really in the dumps. And you can say this mantra and remind yourself of something or whatever to help you get out of that dump. So I'm going to share with you my mantra, and then you're going to come up with your own mantra. Now, most mantras come from somewhere or something or someone that inspires you, or something, a mindset that inspires you. And for me, okay, religious affiliations aside, there is one person that I'm inspired by. Her name is Mother Teresa. She is a nun, or she was a nun of the Catholic religion. Now, again, religious affiliation aside, she was an amazing person, right? She is best known for all of her charity work that she did when she was alive. She lived to be like in her 90s, maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know exactly her whole life story. All I know is that she repeatedly would put others before herself, and she would create all kinds of initiatives and things for people that benefited the people, and would go above and beyond to do things for these people. And she has a quote that I'm going to read to you. And again, religious affiliation aside, because we don't do that. She has a quote that I want to read to you all, and then I'm going to tell you what I pulled from that as my mantra that I tell myself all the time. And so her quote, it says, "People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give your best anyway. In the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway." Now, again, religious affiliation aside, we're going to put that aside. There's a lot to be said from this, right? She's saying that there are many reasons as to why you shouldn't do something, why you shouldn't believe something, why you shouldn't follow through with something, but do it anyways, right? It's kind of like Nike, like just do it. And from this, I have my mantra, and my mantra is very simple. Again, your mantra is a word or a sound or a phrase that you repeat to yourself. My mantra is just the word anyways, right? Anytime I'm doing something and I experience one of these things, maybe someone is ungrateful for what I did, maybe I feel like I'm doing all this work and it's not for any good reason, or maybe, I'm posting these videos and I don't know how many of you are going to watch them. I'm going to post these videos anyways, right? The word is anyways. And so anytime I'm feeling like my efforts or what I'm doing is for maybe it's not a good purpose or whatever, the word anyways always comes to my mind. And that's the mantra that I repeat to myself over and over again. So kind of to tie this into, this in a pretty bow, I don't know, to tie it up, we need to come up with something that we can kind of tell ourselves that's going to help us not only get through this time, but other times. And mantras are pretty good for that. And if you're struggling with maybe still what a mantra is, another example I can give you is Kobe Bryant's, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality, right? Mamba mentality could be a mantra. So I want you to do what I did and just think of someone inspiring, okay? Once you do that, come up with something that they've said before that is inspiring to you. And then from those two things, so the person and the thing or whatever, you'll come up with your own mantra. And this mantra you're going to remember and repeat to yourself when things kind of get hard over these next few weeks, because they will get hard, or maybe they're already hard for you. But that's not a bad thing, right? We will get through it. We definitely have the power to overcome, and so we will overcome. All right? So that is my quick little lesson today. That's all my information I have for you today. I know it's not much. Tomorrow we will probably look more into like our physical health. I know I'm your English teacher, but I also believe in physical health along with mental and emotional health. So we're going to look into that a little bit and then tie in some English stuff into that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I miss you all. Please continue reaching out to me. It makes my day. It makes my life. And I hope you guys stay safe and stay healthy, okay? Mwah. Love you all. Ugh.